What's up, guys? Welcome back. People don't understand what they people are afraid of what they don't understand. And recently what I've figured out is that, well, I've always known this, but I keep witnessing this to where I have these moments where I go, aha, yep, that's true. What I thought was very true. People are afraid of what they don't understand in this modern society, and they put labels on stuff where, to a point where you got to be okay with being the bad guy. Okay, bad guy. All right. um you know, it gets to a point where, all right, listen, if you're watching this channel, you can look at my previous videos. You know that I've talked about that there's a collective group of people that walk this earth, and we are far and few between, right? We're not better than anyone else, well, but we're not the same as everyone. All right. So where am I going with this? As being part of that group of people that are few and far between, all right, we cannot be morally virtuous. As I'm one of those people that I am part of that group that's few and far between, but I do not consider myself to be a morally virtuous man at all. All right. Or, you know, a young guy, whatever you want to call it. Because being morally virtuous and being good and kind gets us done. It gets us screwed over. So what I've become is I've become a person that is not to be taken lightly, and I choose to be kind. But I'm never going to hide behind a screen of being morally virtuous, or that I'm always going to be good and kind to everyone. Well, that is good. Even Jesus Christ, he wasn't kind to everyone. All right, he had his he had to teach people, like, through you know, like cleansing the temple and rebuking, you know, the Sadducees and stuff. You get the point. So if you're whoever's watching this video, today's topic that I wanted to talk about, because it just came to my mind when I was at work, and you cannot be a good, kind person. But the thing is that you can't be, like I said, they will never understand you. They will never understand us. They will never understand me. So because of that alone, you don't have to be kind, but you can't go out of your way and be, you know, evil or you know, unkind at the same time. The key here is to find a balance. All right. What I do is, when I'm around people, coworkers, and groups, I just keep to myself and mind my own business, because everything I say will get shot down. If I try to lift somebody else up, they're gonna think I'm trying to manipulate them, because nobody does that. Nobody lifts each other up, so they're gonna think I have an ulterior motive. But it's funny, because everybody does. So if I try to help someone and they think I have an ulterior motive because it's me helping them, okay, automatically I'm the bad guy and they want to target me now. But if someone else helped them, they wouldn't care. See, that's what I mean by being part of the group of people who walk this earth that are few and far between. That's why you don't have to be kind to people, okay? Just keep to yourself and try and mind your own business. Now, most of the time, people are still going to find ways to, you know, provoke you, you know, make you a target. All right. And no matter how good that we respond, I'm thinking about a situation I was in recently. No matter how good that I responded, no matter how calm I am, how understanding, how patient I can be, I'm always the bad guy. So at that point, you can't, there's no point in trying anymore. So that's why I gave that up a long time ago. I just mind my own business, keep my head down. And I'm sure if you're watching this video and you know my channel, or you're subscribed to me, you've seen my past videos, okay? You know what I'm talking about. And so, this is like a kind of a word of encouragement on this, I think today's like Thursday or Wednesday or something, that you know, Easter just passed, and there Easter marks the resurrection of if you're Christian, or you believe in Christianity in any form, whether you practice or not, it don't matter. But I'm just saying that if you know what I'm talking about right now, about how Jesus resurrected and that stuff, the Easter just passed, and that is when he was found the tomb's empty, and you know, the women who found him, Martha and Mary and whatever, Martha, Mary, and whoever they were, they found him. And then, you know, people were saying that the body was stolen, and that's the time of year that just passed. All right, as many of you know, Easter just passed. And I came to realize that his resurrection wasn't a sign of saying that I'm not enough, so I'm going to rise from the dead to prove to you I am the Son of God. His resurrection was all symbolic about how when you can resurrect from your sins, you can, doesn't mean you have to be any religion or be Catholic or Christian or, go to church every Sunday. But his resurrection was a form of saying, just believe in Jesus, believe in the good way, the way of light is what I call it. I call it the way of light. All right. Other cultures call it Dharma. It varies from religion to religion. But yeah, just recognizing that there is a path that that you should choose to go down, and that's what his resurrection was all about. Okay. And like I said, that means you don't have to be kind by going down this path of light, as I call it. I'm not out here pleasing people and being kind and catering to people all the time. If I'm kind, it's because I choose to be kind. All right. And I suggest you do the same. All right. Because when you're kind, all right, people are going to take, and then they're going to find a way to like end you, not physically, all right, but they're going to find a way to end you. They're going to try to destroy whatever you got. They're going to try and like take your sauce. They're going to try and take your promotion. They're going to try and prevent you from, they're going to try and get you fired. They're going to try and get you customers to like not like you. They're going to try to get coworkers. If you have someone at work, for example, because I work a job, if you have someone at work who really thought that you were, a decent person who actually solved, they weren't the light, they weren't walking in the way of light, but let's say that they saw the light in you, and they begin to recognize that and start to respect you more. Okay. People see that, and people will immediately try to get them to turn against you. And that's what I mean is that, look, I have a family, I have parents. I don't have kids or a wife or anything, but I'm saying that I have parents, I got siblings. Okay. You watching this video, whether they're alive, separated, or gone, or in your life or not, you have parents or had parents, you have siblings or had siblings. All right. But at the end of the day, is what I'm trying to teach in this portion of the video is that you are alone, and people, something in them sees that you're okay being alone. So they think that that's an excuse to like I just said, destroy you in some way, get people to hate you, take your promotion, get you fired, get you to forget your wallet. And then, when they knew the whole time you lost your wallet, but they weren't going to tell you that because they want you to, it's really, really sick stuff out here. And so thing is that people, they see that you're capable of handling it, and God knows, yes, we are capable of handling those things, but these people just want to make it happen in front of themselves so that they can get a kick. And they get a kick, they get a hit off of rejecting you, and like getting, like I said, all those things I just said, getting people to hate you or reject you. And you know, if you have a family, all right, you are alone. Like, I have a family, like I just said, I have a family, I'm alone. In my head, I'm alone. No one gives a shit. Pardon my language, but no one cares. And I was working a job once, and they were trying so hard to get me to quit, but I wouldn't quit, and my attendance was perfect, all right? And so eventually what happened at that job is that I ended up getting terminated. And so I knew that they were just hoping I quit, but I didn't. So it's like stuff like that. People are just hoping that people will hate you. They're hoping people won't like you. So they think, even though they think you're weird, you go out and help someone, a customer, or you go out and make a friend, or like someone who you think is, you know, won't be toxic or manipulative, okay? Whether it be a man or a woman, or doesn't matter. And they see that, and they immediately will try everything in their power to get you to not like them, the friend you just made, or vice versa. They'll try to make the other people not like you, or some kind of way. And then they'll like chip away your confidence. They'll try and you know, get you discouraged. They'll make you doubt yourself, gaslight yourself. And so, you know, the whole point of this resurrection thing that I was talking about, I touched on, is that Jesus wasn't trying to get people to recognize that, you know, I'm the Son of God, so come watch me rise from the tomb, and then you can, you know, follow me, and you know, believe that I am a superior being in the human form. That's not what the resurrection was about. I think that it was about Jesus just showing that, hey, this world is murky. They're going to do bad things. Respect yourself. Defend yourself. Do not tolerate when people do things to you. Don't be too kind to people, because Jesus wasn't very kind to people all the time. And then he's like, and then the world is going to break you and crucify you like it did with him, okay? And then the final straw, the grand finale, was that Jesus was like, they're going to kill me and bury me away, no problem, but I'm going to resurrect to show you that even amidst this dead world, you can still have life. And it's going to be really, really hard. But so when Easter just passed, and I'm just thinking that, you know what, I've kind of just died and reborn again myself, because, you know, there are so many cases during my life where I feel like they're trying to put me in a tomb, all right? Because I'm not going to get into, like, you know, I'm not going to talk about death, or, you know, on this channel for obvious reasons, but I don't know who's viewing this necessarily, so I'll just say that they're going to try to put you in the tomb, all right? And it's your job to recognize that look, we have so much power. We can literally come out of that tomb and still follow the way of light, like I said. And people can try and do whatever they want to me. They can try and do whatever they want to you, but I'm just here to let you know that I recognize what you are going through. I know what they're doing to you. I know what that's like. And you know, it's just, so watch this video. You can rewatch it again if you really want to, but you know what, you know, just hang in there, and know that this world they can't handle us, and they can't handle me, they can't handle you, and that's all part of the plan. All right, so I encourage you to, it's getting dark right now, but there's a light right there. Oh, there's actually a lot of lights. But try and follow the way of light, and maybe trying to get some light. Maybe it's not going to go unnoticed, all right? God sees it. I don't know you personally watching this video, but I notice it. I can feel the energy in. So yeah, they're gonna try and, who's that? All right, they're gonna try and put you in that tomb. And I encourage you to let them put you in the tomb, knowing that you will just walk right out of there, because nothing phases us. So having said that, I'm going to end it right here. Have a good night.